Welcome to the Avatar program. Soon, you're going to have a chance to undertake an amazing Na'vi rite of passage, flying on the back of this powerful animal called an Ikran, or, as we call it, a podcast.
There are thousands of Disney podcasts on the internet, and this is one of them. I'm Jake.
I'm Josh.
I'm Jordan.
And you're listening to
Mutineers! This week, a cast member health update for the good of humanity, a bizarre tale from Main Street, USA, a Splash Mountain update, finally, and for the main topic, we break down the new Genie Plus system. And somewhere in there, Jordan's collecting things.
It has a title, Josh.
I forgot what it was.
Yeah, since you know what, you're off the hook since it wasn't written down. That one's not on you. I understand your ability to read things is a little high. See, you thought it was going to be an insult, and it was not. I'm not going to insult you today.
I'm sorry, I blacked out. What'd you say?
Only nice things. Only nice things.
All the nice things?
The irony is that it was actually nice things. You're not being sarcastic.
It's the only time this will happen.
Huh. Weird.
And I'm out of nice things to say, so all right, let's do this, stupid. Real quick, Josh, where are you?
I'm in White Sulphur Springs, Montana.
No, I mean, like, specifically, where are you?
From the helicopter.
This week, Josh will be our eye in the sky.
On the ground.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not flying.
This week, Josh will be our eye in the sky on the ground.
Well, I mean...
So, while we're in the helicopter... I'd like to point out a few of my favorite things. There's that. And that. And that up there. Oh, and over here, there's this thing.
Is it bright copper kettles?
I've seriously watched Jungle Cruise like 4 or 5 times now.
I'm kind of jealous. I've only watched it once.
I haven't even seen it once.
You should see it. It's fantastic. I loved it.
I would like to.
I read that what movie was coming out this Friday on Disney Plus? Cruella.
Cruella.
Did you see that one?
Ooh.
Nope.
Oh man, you gonna watch it on Friday?
I say I'm gonna, but I'm probably not. Still haven't watched Suicide Squad. Still haven't watched.
That's okay.
Yeah, I like the Suicide Squad movie.
I kind of feel like Cruella is Suicide Squad light. Or like
for children,
yeah.
Suicide Squad for children.
Just
so it's like the same thing, just with less fucks and blood.
I mean, slightly less, but you know they're still in there. You have to look for them, but they're there. Because you know, for kids need that kind of stuff. It builds character, like climbing a tree and eating a sausage.
I mean, my kids swear worse than I do. Maybe not, but you know. You know, the youngest one still says fuck a lot.
I feel like that gives them a bad reputation in the school classroom setting.
Well, sometimes I'll be sitting there and she'll go, "Hey, Dad, can I say fuck?" Like, no, you can't.
Well, you just did. Everybody gets one. The weird thing.
Yeah, I told them they get 1 fucking month and they can save them all up for December and have 12.
That's a fair bargain.
Like the 12 days of fucking Christmas.
12 days of Fükkmas.
Is 12 days of Fükkmas the episode title?
It might be. Is that allowed?
The first day of Fükkmas my true love gave to me.
Ah.
I have a really bad STD.
A really bad STD. Beautiful.
The second day of Fükkmas, my true love gave to me
Oh,
2 blue balls.
Vanessa's watching us. Everybody say hi, Vanessa.
Hi, Vanessa. What'd you get for? Oh God, I've reached a new low. I'm gonna drink myself. So I'm okay about this.
Okay, I'll make a deal with you. I will name the episode that, but I'm gonna put umlauts over the U.
A Fükkmas?
But what?
Umlauts. Merry Fükkmas.
Oh God.
And,
Well, we'll see if we come up with anything that can top that for this week's episode.
I mean, we're only like, what, 5 minutes in and we've already got the episode title?
Yeah, well, you know.
Yeah.
Look, from here on out, we can either go up or down.
Yeah, we can go sideways.
We often don't.
We often do.
Yeah. No, we very much often, just kind of
Sideways or
of the
down?
tangent.
It's a gentle lateral move, but the slope is definitely in a downward.
It's like Willy Wonka's elevator, except it doesn't go up.
But Wonka's elevator goes every way. So it's nothing. It's completely unlike Wonka's elevator.
The Wonkavator.
Yeah, that's what it was called.
I don't like that name slipped our mind.
How about we just call it the Mutilator?
The Mutilator. Hey, along with Vanessa, Jillian is also here. Hi, Jillian.
Jillian.
Oh, I thought we were just going to keep going. I could do that for the rest of the time, really. How annoying would that get? Especially for Jillian. Just 45 minutes of chanting her name.
Just like those stupid, like 10-hour loop songs.
Oh, you mean like a 10-hour loop of the Araquan bird?
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay, what would be more annoying? Us chanting Jillian's name for 10 hours or 10 hours of the Araquan bird? Taking it to the panel.
Yes.
I'm waiting for the panel to answer, but I'm going to give my insight. Yeah, okay, the panel agrees with me. It would be her name, because at least the Araquan bird has a rhythm and a beat. And an Araquan bird.
You can make it into a song.
I can't.
Can you make it into a song like the 12 Days of Fükkmas?
Without being crude or rude to Jillian, no, I cannot, and I refuse. This is not why we're here tonight. We are here tonight to celebrate all things Josh? I don't know where I was going with this. Let's not celebrate Josh.
Yeah.
It's a stupid idea. Oh, hey, guys, guess what? Before we talk some Disney, I do have something to celebrate. I did get another postcard from, what the hell is this? Giuseppe. I forgot his name.
Oh, well.
Oh, yeah, how's he doing?
Good news. He survived South America. Apparently that place was not for him. Jonestown. In case any listeners forgot that. He was in Jonestown.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, he was promised Kool-Aid. They started serving Flavor Aid, and he was out. He's like, well, I'm not putting up with this shit. This wasn't his postcard. He actually called me on the phone. But he has moved in with some people claiming to be Lemurians underneath Mount Shasta. So,
oh, good.
I think he'll be fine.
Yeah, no, that's insanity.
No, insanity and Giuseppe does not go well together.
I actually kind of want to stop by Mount Shasta and kind of check out that cult.
You should. Oh, and Jordan? Giuseppe sends his best, Josh.
He sends his best, Josh.
Yeah, and
Well, tell Giuseppe he fucked up.
Oh,
yeah, I told you we're not going to celebrate
why
Josh
you gotta be
tonight.
so hurtful?
What if this is the best Josh?
I don't. I mean, if you look at the multiverse theories, there's one of them that one of these multiverses got to have a way better Josh, but most of them probably have shittier Joshes.
Are we in the shitty timeline or what? What?
I figured that out. This timeline's pretty fucked up.
Jillian's over here chanting Josh, 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 Josh. Jillian, don't.
Weird.
No, that's do not. He doesn't need that or deserve it, really.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I like the multiverse theory where basically every decision you make, infinite numbers of you split off.
Yeah, I've thought about
things.
that. I've thought about that, and it starts freaking me out after a while. I've actually read internet things about it.
So somewhere there's a Josh that did everything right. There's also one that did everything wrong.
Hold on. Podcast. Okay, continue.
So yeah, no, I mean, there's a version of me somewhere living in a fucking gutter.
Wait, is that the one that did everything right?
Depends on where the gutter is, I guess.
Bowling alley. In your basement.
I just wanted to see what it felt like to sleep in the gutter tonight. I'll be up to bed in a minute.
Walking past all the pinball machines, the pinball machine collection.
Yeah. See?
Awesome. No. I don't like this version of Josh at all. We need to change the subject.
I could be a pinball wizard.
But he was blind, deaf, and dumb.
Was he?
Have you heard the song?
Yeah, I've never listened to it, though.
That blind, deaf, and dumb kid sure plays a mean pinball. I do really like that song, but I had to... Isn't that a little offensive?
Yeah. I mean, now,
yeah. I mean, not really. Those are three things that can happen.
Okay.
I mean, it's not like he's disparaging the kid. He's giving him props for playing pinball.
I mean, who wrote that song?
He was The Who.
Yes.
No,
that's what I said.
Who.
No, I said, yeah, I said who wrote that song. That wasn't a question. Yeah.
What is going on?
Yes.
I want to know the band that wrote that song.
Who?
The band.
No, the band didn't write that song. Who did?
That's what I'm asking.
Yes.
Roger Daltrey. Roger Daltrey wrote the song.
Who?
Third base.
On that note, guys, let's talk some Disney.
Let's talk some Disney!
I really wanted to be the goddamn sport horns.
They have names, Josh. And they're not sport horns.
I can't remember what the fuck it's called.
Vuvuzelas. How hard is that to remember?
It's pretty fucking difficult. I thought we decided it was a Calliope last week.
Yeah, those are too expensive. We went back to Vuvuzelas. This week on the Mickey Mutineers, Jake's going to look up how much Vuvuzelas cost.
Or it could be one of those fucking Swiss avalanche buster horn things.
I don't know what those are called, but I know the Ricola horn. Hold on. I like that I opened up my web browser on my phone, and the last thing I was looking at was the lyrics to Careless Whisper.
And I'm never gonna dance again. It's called an Alphorn, by the way.
Oh.
Yes, an Alphorn.
An Alphorn or Alphenhorn?
Yeah. Actually,
I'm sorry. I take that back. I accidentally put the P and the H together. It's Alphorn or Alpenhorn.
Yeah.
I said Alphorn.
Oh.
Because I'm so used to just putting like doing the F for the P and the H.
Wait, an Alphorn? That thing eats cats.
Yeah.
Hey, good news, everybody. As opposed to last week where Calliopes were like $10,000 to $19,000, you can get a set of 6 Vuvuzelas for $32.
Yes!
That's 2 for each of us.
Well, guess this podcast is 10-hour loop.
Well, on the third day of Fükkmas, my true love gave to me
3 Vuvuzelas.
3 sets of Vuvuzelas.
Man, I cannot wait till we do our gift exchange, and I'm just going to send everybody Vuvuzelas.
But I was going to send everybody Vuvuzelas.
Wait a minute. Guys, I was going to send everybody Vuvuzelas.
This is getting out of hand. Now there's 3 of them.
I don't think anyone's ever really quoted episode 1 on this podcast before, which is weird.
Nice.
Okay, but backing up real quick before we're talking Disney, I'm going to connect these 2 ideas because now I just want to play Careless Whisper on a Vuvuzela. And that's where we lose the listeners.
But a 10-hour loop.
But it's not edited. Literally just us playing Vuvuzelas for 10 hours, and like from hour 2 on, they're just... Then like from hour 5 to 7, we're just passed out. And then we come back. It's going to be awesome. I don't see how this could possibly go wrong.
Yeah, my ADD might kick in. I'm going to need a lot of Adderall that day.
Just concentrating on Vuvuzelas. Josh, I want to start with the good news, which is your news this week.
Okay, all right. So these fucking fascists
Wait, that's the good
trying to
news.
force their thoughts and feelings upon everyone else. No, seriously, no. I got kicked out of Reddit conservative and almost off of Reddit for calling the moderator for Reddit conservative a fucking fascist.
Well, maybe if he wasn't being such a fucking fascist.
I know, right? All I did was call them a bunch of pussies and told them to get vaccinated. They banned me from the fucking subreddit.
Wow, weird. I'm going to connect this. Are there other people being vaccinated, Josh?
Well, yeah. That the unionized Disney employees are required to be vaccinated by October 22nd. But see, here, the first line of the statement, though, bothers me. It says, employees with medical conditions or sincerely held religious beliefs will be eligible to apply for an accommodation through a negotiated process. I hope the union just negotiates their asses right out the door. There is no religious belief
Whoa.
that says you should allow the deaths of fucking millions of people.
Now, I don't know every religion. Maybe somewhere out there is, but
I'm pretty sure Christianity says that.
Well, I know
the Crusades,
the J-Dubs aren't going to get the shots, so they shouldn't be working at Disney.
Wait. Again.
Wait. Are they even allowed to? I had a Jehovah's Witness friend that her parents wouldn't let her watch the Smurfs because they're little blue demons.
Wait, no, I'm gonna convert, guys. I need to live in a world where the Smurfs are evil.
Well, there was an evil Smurf once. Look at the asshole Smurf. I think that was Didn't they all catch a disease once where they all turned bad?
I mean, when there's that many of them and only one Smurfette, that's going to happen. Diseases are...
Fucking Stabby Smurf. Got Stabby and Shanky and Janky.
An asshole Smurf.
And their leader, asshole Smurf.
This news story is taking a turn.
Oh, yeah. No, anyways, yeah, Disney's employees are basically get vaccinated or find a different job.
Good. I like that.
And so, you know, this is the neat way around mandating the government mandating the vaccine is the employers taking over and saying, hey guys, you know what, this is getting to be bullshit. If you don't get vaccinated, you can find a different job.
Especially in Florida.
Yeah, I was about to say, especially in the Orlando area where they were just given some kind of...
well, they're on a boil order because of liquid oxygen that they use to clean their fucking water.
Yeah.
Just being sent to hospitals.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm glad they're doing that because, damn it, we need this. And before going into too far of a rant on this subject that we have done many times, and I'm not against it, we've said it before, get vaccinated. I'm going to use my microphone on a podium.
I mean, yeah, I'm just saying, you know, the government mandating the vaccine does kind of create a slippery slope type problem. So
of everybody getting vaccinated? Good.
Yeah, it just takes away some personal freedoms that I kind of agree that everybody needs to be forced to get vaccinated if you're able to, but it does create some.
Hey, look, my
ethical issues.
My right to die is my right.
But you know, like I said, I was in the fucking military. I had to get vaccinated for smallpox, a disease that literally only exists in a lab. And if I didn't, guess what? I got fired.
Huh. Well, I'm glad you did.
I still got fired, but not for that. No, I'm just...
No. I like this multiverse train or timeline where Josh gets fired from the Coast Guard. He can tell you what a whale's blowhole is not for.
I did see a guy get kicked out of Coast Guard Aviation just for being the dumbest of possible asses.
Oh, good. He shouldn't be in aviation.
It was dumbass Smurf.
He's evil. All right, moving on. Jordan, I want to hear your quick bit about the Ghastly's Collectible Corner. Ghastly's Collectible Corner.
Wait, we're doing Collectible Corner now? I thought we were doing news.
I mean, that part of news?
Yeah, I thought we were...
Okay, no, screw that.
That's its whole segment. That's why we call it the Collectible Corner.
Forgot about that part. You're right. All right. Let's see. Do you want to go first or should I do my news first? I feel like yours is a lot more time intensive.
No, it's not really time intensive. Today, Disney released a really cool 30-minute featurette of some Disney Imagineers about the upcoming Tiana ride. So it was a little bit. It was released in to start the celebration of, I guess, was it World Princess Week or something with Disney World, and there was a round table of some Disney Imagineers at the famous Dookie Chase restaurant in New Orleans. Let's see here. I have the round table panelist here. It was Kenneth Mutton from ABC News as he joins Stella Chase Reese, the owner of Dookie Chase's restaurant, and the daughter of Lee Chase. Lee Chase was actually one of the inspirations for Tiana in Princess and the Frog. Carmen Smith, who is the creative executive vice president of inclusive strategies for Walt Disney Imagineering. Charita Carter is the senior producer for Walt Disney Imagineering, and Marlon West, the visual effects supervisor for Walt Disney Animation Studios, who also worked on Princess and the Frog. And it's a 30-minute roundtable just basically talking about the legacy of Princess and the Frog, talking about the legacy of Tiana, why she's such an important princess in the Disney canon, and especially about the inclusiveness and also just what she means as a Disney princess, but also not just her, but the fact that she's from New Orleans and what all that means in relation to Princess and the Frog and like the legacy of Princess and the Frog going forward with this new attraction that is going to be rethemed or that is going to be in the new rethemed Splash Mountain. And they talk about they are expanding the story of Princess and the Frog. So you're not just going to ride through the movie. It's actually going to take place after the film. And it's going to be led by Tiana. And it's going to be a very interactive kind of attraction where Tiana will talk to the guests as they're going through the ride. And she's basically inviting you to a big Mardi Gras party. And as you go through the ride, hijinks and shenanigans ensue. You probably come across maybe, I'm speculating, they didn't say this, but you probably come across like a specific voodoo priest. Who knows? Maybe not. I don't know. But the big thing was that the culmination of this ride is going to be a large Mardi Gras style party. So sign me up for all of that.
What?
Go ahead.
I have a question. Sorry.
Okay.
Is the large Mardi Gras party going to be on a riverboat?
They did not say.
I actually had that same thought. It would make sense. They have one. But
well, I mean, Mardi Gras doesn't take place on riverboats.
That also makes sense. I know nothing of Mardi Gras.
Parties take place on riverboats.
I'm just saying it's already there. That's all.
Right.
That's all I'm getting at.
Guys, I know nothing about Mardi Gras, and I'm sorry. This is on me. But I know it's a party. And thanks, Stella. Jordan's cat is being the pod cat. This all sounds fantastic. And why can't I think of the word? The art. Concept art. Thank you. The concept art that they released with this. Oh, just mwah.
Yeah, it looks great.
I'm very excited. You know who's not excited for this? People on Facebook.
Shitty racists. yeah, they're not ready for it. And I say that's okay. Leave them behind because they're shitty racists.
Yeah. So I was gonna, as you were talking that, I actually got into a conversational argument with someone on Facebook about this today because under one of the articles that got released, and I went to go look it up, and apparently the thread has been deleted, so I had nothing. But basically, she was saying that Princess and the Frog was one of the least popular movies.
It's such the least popular movie that they're making an entire attraction for it. Congratulations.
I pointed out to her that it's currently based on a movie that was even far less popular, and trying to, goad her into defending.
Far less available.
Yes, that too. Anyway, there was more to it, but it's been deleted, and I can't remember. So that's that.
Yeah, I still don't get how we got Splash Mountain from a mermaid movie.
Because Michael Eisner was not having a good day that day.
They're going to name it after a mermaid movie, but full of a bunch of racist shit.
From a Tomorrowland attraction.
Racist animatronics.
But, yeah, anyway.
Wait, wasn't there one of those?
One guy's dad.
Wasn't there one of those in the Hall of Presidents?
There was far more than one, sir. There was far more than one.
I know. That's also true.
Actually, yeah, I'd be hard pressed to guess which one wasn't. To an extent.
I want to know. Did they just take the Trump animatronic and stick him in the corner?
They stuck him in the back.
Behind the curtain.
You can see him rocking on his tippy toes, trying to see over the president before him. Just stick him right behind Obama.
No, I want this. Anyway, back to the Splash Mountain thing. Did they give a timeline?
They did not. Nothing on a definitive timeline.
No, they have not started.
No,
and it's been a year since they announced it.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just happy they're still moving forward on it. Like, I'm glad that that's not getting canceled because I'm really, really, really looking forward to this. Like, I would put this above Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind on my excitement list. So anyway, next up in news, guys, I got a bizarre story for you. And that story is bizarre. So, ever since, I don't even know like where to start the story, but I'll start at the beginning, and when I get to the end, I will stop. Starting on August 16th, on select nights, after the Happily Ever After fireworks on at the Magic Kingdom, up in the Main Street train station, Disney hired a DJ but like a local DJ. This story was really hard to find because there was a few articles about it, but most of it like took place on social media.
Mm-hmm.
And so one social media account in particular broke this, and I'm not going to give them the recognition that they deserve because they deserve.
Yeah, they kind of suck.
They deserve none. But so this local DJ just like a laptop
was hired to do a job.
Yeah, he was hired to do a job, and part of that job was just he was crowd control basically after the fireworks, like, you know, playing his playlist, but then like telling people like, hey, strollers are over there, or stroller return, and then through the gates, monorail over there, ferry boats over there, you know, just directing traffic, playing his playlist. Hired to do a job. So this particular Twitter account kind of broke this on August 22nd, which would have been, let me look at the list here. According to this list,
yesterday,
he performed August 16th, 17th, 19th, 21st, and 22nd. And so this Twitter account broke this video of this guy doing his job, the job that he was hired for, and just kind of put him on blast, basically. Right, Jordan?
Yeah, that's what it was. Like the Twitter account in question just essentially pretty much like balled the dude for doing what he was hired to do.
Right.
And then the internet or Twitter, the shitty part of Diz Twitter, which is kind of a lot of Diz Twitter.
There is a lot.
Apparently just started to run with it. And then they started to attack the DJ specifically on Twitter to the point where the dude had to put his account on lock because he was getting so much hate. And then...
Why are they hating on him? Am I missing something?
Yeah, Disney's shitty fan base. Disney Parks' shitty ass fan base.
But why did this account put him on blast? What was their whole reasoning?
Because they're whiny entitled. It's a whiny entitled kid who is mad that the parks aren't the way he wants them to be. That's what it boils down to. Why is there a DJ at the end of Main Street directing people? That's not very Disney-like. That's essentially what the argument boils down to, and it's fucking ridiculous.
Would they rather have fucking, I don't know, what would be better to do that with? You want the barbershop quartet to fucking sing everybody's happy asses out the door?
Well, not to steal Jake's thunder, because this is his news story, but Jake didn't. And you're probably about to say this, so I apologize if I am stealing your thunder. But didn't they essentially like fire him mid-gig the next night because so many people started to like complain about it?
Exactly. Yes, that is exactly what happened. Like, people saw him up there getting his stuff ready, and suddenly he was packing up his stuff. So
to be clear, this is only a reaction because the Twitter page that broke this story, this is clearly a reaction to that. So it had nothing to do with him not being able to do his job. He obviously did his job to the best of his ability because he had the gig for 4 days before this Twitter account said anything about it. And then because the shitty fan base listened to the shitty Twitter page, Disney was like, apparently a supervisor at Disney walked up and told the dude, "Hey man, got to keep it packing."
So I don't know which Twitter account this is, but is it the same asshole that got mad because the stormtrooper was in his fucking food blog?
No. But again, shitty part of his Twitter.
Yeah. No, and there's so much. I mean, I literally don't go on Twitter because it's so fucking toxic. Like the pages I follow, not the pages I follow, but just the discussions I see around Div's Twitter, it gets fucking.
Oh yeah,
toxic.
and it's almost daily. But here's my 2 cents. It's not the most popular opinion, but like I have nothing against this guy. Like I wholeheartedly agree. This was a man hired to do his job, and damn it, he was doing a job. But I do think it was a weird decision on Disney's part. First of all, hiring him, but also firing him for doing the job that they hired him to do. Like, what the hell?
I think my favorite, my least favorite / least favorite again part about this argument is that in a subsequent tweet from the personal Twitter page of the person who runs the Twitter page who broke the story, if you follow that, said it was never my intention to put the DJ on blast, but it was to put blast the Disney management who was doing this. I'm like, no, it wasn't, buddy. Now, like, that's the fallback. Like, anytime somebody does something shitty or says something shitty and they get called out for it, the backtrack is, well, Disney management. Dude, fuck you. Disney management knows exactly what they're fucking doing. You don't even work for the company, so sit your ass down and take a few seats, actually.
Also, I do want to add that the firing was alleged. Like, we don't even know for sure because, like we said, he did go private on social media. He could have had an equipment failure or something because it was his equipment. Mm-hmm. But that is just the way things turned out, and it is easy to assume that they canned him on the spot, but here we are. it's like, overall, it is such a weird story, just every aspect of it.
I don't know. I'm interested in what kind of music he was DJing. Like, I mean, is he up there fucking spinning wet ass pussy?
It was just a constant loop of that and Cotton Eye Joe, just back to back to back to back to back to back.
On the fourth day of Fükkmas, I truly gave to me.
Finishes strong with the 12 days of Fükkmas.
Macaroni in a pot.
Well, nobody's going to top that. So now, that's the news. Oh.
All right.
I went to Giuseppe he's not here. He's under Mount Shasta. What, Josh?
Yeah.
I've got 14 minutes and I got a jet.
I thought you had a helicopter.
You know, I gotta leave.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. Well, real quick before we get into our main topic, we're going to go visit Ghastly's Collectible Corner.
Ding. Jake, can you put up the link on the screen that I sent?
Chapow! It's up.
All right, cool. Real quick, this isn't Disney. This is Disney adjacent. I've started a rewatch of The Simpsons on Disney Plus, and it just so happens that it coincided with the announcement that action figure company Super 7 is doing a line of their Ultimates for The Simpsons. Now, Super 7 has this really cool line called the Ultimates, and it goes through a whole bunch of different brands or different licenses. They have Ultimate Thundercats, they have Ultimate G.I. Joe, they have Ultimate Ninja Turtles, and basically Ultimate is their top high-end dollar action figure at like $50 or $55 per figure, and it's one really solid-looking figure, and they just pack it out with tons of cool accessories, like multiple heads that you can switch out, accessories that you could switch out, hands, and like sometimes skateboards and surfboards, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Well, they're doing an Ultimate line for The Simpsons, and they just released their Wave 1, and man, are there some deep cuts in this first wave.
I'm going to say mostly deep cuts.
They're all deep cuts except for Mo. So Mo is the most straightforward character on this lineup, but he comes with some deep cut accessories. Like, he comes with a panda in a box that was in 2 seconds of a bar gag. There's Deep Space Homer, where he was competing with Barney to become an astronaut, and he comes with the accessories of the potato chips that he ate in space. Poochie from the Itchy and Scratchy cartoon where they made Poochie the dog that Homer was the voice of. And then they have the Itchy and Scratchy robot figures, which is, again, like a very episode-specific thing. So I thought it was really weird that they did these figures. Like, there's not one legitimate Simpsons character. Like, there's a Homer, but there's not Homer. It's like Space Homer. And I was like, well, I really hope that these sell, because if they do more deep cuts in future waves, I could see myself buying some. Specifically, I would pay good money for a Hank Scorpio action figure. Do you remember the Hank Scorpio?
I'm not sure I do.
That's the one, I think it's season 8, where Homer gets a new job, and it turns out that his boss is the Bond villain.
No. And
so it's Hank Scorpio. But the thing is, like, he's the nicest guy to Homer. Like, what do you need, Homer? I got you, buddy. Like, but it turns out that he's just like a global terrorist.
No, I don't remember that at all.
Oh, God, it's such a good episode.
Okay.
Go what?
I do want to point out, so the Itchy and Scratchy robots from Itchy and Scratchy Land, right?
I think so.
The Scratchy robot comes with my favorite accessory, and it's the Bort license plate.
That's right, because Bart could never find his name.
Yeah, but they had Bort.
Let's see. So if they do a Hank Scorpio, I'd buy it. If they do a Disco Stew, I would buy that one. And I would also buy a Kang and Kodos if they decided to.
Absolutely.
Do one.
Yes.
Yeah. An honorable mention, I would buy a Homer and a Mumu if they did that from that episode.
But it would have to come with the dipping bird.
Yes. Anyway, so that's the collectible corner. That was announced this week. So.
Collectible corner. All right, let's go right into our main topic. Big news of the week, Jordan. Big.
Wow, we lost Josh.
He texted me, said he'll be back in 5 minutes.
Okay.
So, allegedly. We may never see Josh again. I don't know.
Right. Well, I mean, he only had 14 minutes to go.
I'm going to be honest. I don't know what was supposed to happen after 14 minutes. His time was up. Anyway, what are you looking at?
Nothing.
You're making me nervous. Do I... Is it the big ass spider in the corner?
No, that's downstairs on my porch.
Well, at least you got a cool spider, bro. So this week, Disney made a major announcement to something. I haven't seen anyone talk about this, but they announced the Genie Plus thing at the last D23.
Yeah. Did they?
Yeah, but there were no details. Like, really? We didn't know it was going to be paid.
Wait a minute. So hold on. Like 2019?
Yeah, that would.
Or was it 2018?
2019, I think. When was the last one? Because it's odd years, right?
Yeah. Okay. So it would have been 2019 then.
I'm gonna look.
So I didn't even know that this was announced.
It was like glossed over because nobody knew what the hell it was.
Interesting.
I'm trying to look. Yeah. Okay. Here ready? I got the article from D23 2019.
Okay.
So here's what was announced way back then. The title is Revolutionary New Digital Offering, Disney Genie coming to Walt Disney World Resort. So, I mean, now we know that this program also came to Disneyland, but it was advertised as Disney World. And it's all it says is, you ain't ever had a friend like this. Moments ago at D23 Expo 2019, details were unveiled by Disney Parks. This is how dated this is. Disney Parks Experience Chairman Bob Chapek. So, I mean, he was just running the parks back then. For Disney Genie, a revolutionary new digital offering set to debut in late 2020.
Okay, so it got pushed back a year.
Weird.
Rightfully so. I mean, I feel like that's fair.
Seems to be going around.
Before we go any further, I just want to announce I just got an alert on my phone, and the Spider-Man teaser for No Way Home just dropped just now. like just now. So let's talk about Genie and Genie Plus, and then we'll.
Do we have to go?
Yeah.
So our thoughts and reactions to now I can't concentrate, Jordan. Anyway, Disney Genie will make planning easier and more fun. Wait, hold on, let me back up. Joining other innovations like the Magic Band, which they've gotten rid of, Disney Genie is being designed to help make you the most of your visit, whether you're a first-time guest or a seasoned pro. So
wait, which article are you reading?
Revolutionary new digital offering, Disney Genie coming to Walt Disney World Resort. It's on the Disney Parks blog.
Okay, I think that's probably the one that from the 18th.
Sunday, August 25th, 2019.
Okay, so all right.
Holy, that was almost 2 years ago to the day.
Yeah.
Because here we are, August 23rd, 2021.
That's nuts.
But like, it doesn't go into any details. It just talks about how it'll help you plan your trip. That's it. And using creativity and innovation. A lot of buzzwords in this article. So this is when it was announced, and we had no idea what this was until a few days ago. Jordan, what the hell is Disney Genie?
All right, so Disney Genie is a complimentary service that is integrated into your My Disney Experience app. So it's going to be pretty much for a lot of first-time Disney vacationers or first-time Disney Worlders. So there's tons of stuff. Kind of to take a line from Stacy in her must-do is like, there's a lot of must-dos, but how many of those must-dos do you really want to do, right? So if you don't know where to start, you can open up the Genie in your My Disney Experience app, and you can just with a tap of a finger pick some things that sound interesting or things that you like, and then Genie will magically kind of create an itinerary for your day. So say you like Haunted Mansion, say you like Space Mountain, say you like, I don't know, Italian food. You tap all that stuff and say that you're going to be in Magic Kingdom, and it'll be like, oh, well, here, you can go to Haunted Mansion during this time because the wait line is typically less. And then if you're hungry, you can go to Tony's for your Italian food lunch, and then go on Space Mountain and barf it up.
So I can't eat pizza on Space Mountain.
With Genie, I think you could probably do anything.
Well,
I can't stop you from eating pizza on Space Mountain. Do you think, what if you snuck pizza on Space Mountain and then you got a picture just like you eating a pizza?
But I need it to be like a very large New York style slice. Just folded in half, just full. What are they going to do? Stop me?
Right.
Take me off the ride that I just finished?
I mean, it would be a good photo op. I think, especially like when you turn that corner, like there's enough time for you to get a slice of pizza out, take the picture, and then when you start your crawl towards your first descent, you can just shove the pizza back in your bag, and it's fine.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm back. What did I miss?
Not much.
Jake ate a pizza on Space Mountain. Yeah.
It's fantastic. All thanks to Genie. We're talking about Genie now.
Right. So essentially, Genie will plan your day.
Why are we talking about garage door openers?
Look, Josh isn't wrong.
Yeah,
I feel like this is a very specific reference.
No, I swear to God, there's a brand of garage door openers called Genie Plus.
Right. I know that. You know that. I feel like this is still a very specific joke.
Well, look at you people with your garages. You make me sick.
Oh. I had better service out in the middle of nowhere. Now I'm on the internet, and it sucks.
Oh. Yeah, go back.
All right. So the concept of Genie, or the complimentary version of Genie, I think is a nice addition. I think that's something that's pretty cool. Like especially if you're a seasoned pro, and you want to experiment, like, let's see what Genie will come up with me for Hollywood Studios. Hollywood Studios. Tap a few things, boom, you got your itinerary. I can just see it now when this finally debuts. There's going to be a slew of Disney vloggers going, I had Genie plan my entire day at Epcot. And then it'll be, a whole bunch of videos like that.
People eating pizza
Then
on
there's
Space
that
Mountain.
one guy that's gonna bitch about him. Fucking get Genie fired.
Genie was just doing his job, man.
Oh. Shit.
All right. So everything with Genie on the surface is fine. It's a complimentary service, again, built into your My Disney Experience app. However, there is a further paid service called Genie Plus, which is $15 per ticket per day. And it's kind of an upcharge. Yeah.
And $20 at Disneyland.
It's $20 at Disney, like $20 per ticket per day.
Yes. And
Disneyland.
Yeah.
So it's $5 cheaper. But so Disneyland, though, it's called Max Pass.
It was,
Correct?
but they're transferring that into Genie Plus. It's all Genie Plus now.
So everything. So it's just a wide coast, like both coasts. It's Genie Plus.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So specifically for Walt Disney World, it's $15 per ticket per day. And you get let's see. I'm reading the write-up right here. So this is basically our Fast Pass. So when COVID hit, Fast Pass went away, and your $15 allows you to book those Fast Passes as early as 7 a.m. if you're staying on property, or if you're staying off property at park open. Okay. So with the old Fast Pass system with My Disney Experience, you were able to choose 3 Fast Passes at a time. With Genie Plus, you're only allowed to do 1 at a time. However, that Fast Pass recycles throughout the day.
Right.
So I feel like it's a weird flex for them to take the 2 other ones away. I don't see what the point of taking these 2 extra ones away.
So it's unlimited use?
Yeah, you can use and it follows you from park to park. So if you park hop, you say you do Magic Kingdom in the morning, you do Space Mountain, and then say Big Thunder, and you're like, I'm gonna go to Epcot. You can go and do theoretically like Soarin' and then Frozen.
So what it is, it's the classic Fast Pass system when they first introduced it with the machines, except for the machine is your phone now. Because on the old system, you get there in the morning, you go to the first machine, you get a Fast Pass. Once you use that Fast Pass, you can get your next Fast Pass. So on a less crowded day, you can go through a lot of Fast Passes.
You can go through a lot of Fast Passes, but you're guaranteed less things. And that's what bugs me, is because back prior to, say, Toy Story Land and Batuu opening up, Midway Mania was the first thing to go. But if you were able to make those Fast Pass selections 60, 90 days in advance like you used to, you were able to at least get 1 Fast Pass, or maybe do 2 Fast Passes for a couple days. You can't do that anymore.
Right.
So, like with the paid one, like, can you get Fast Pass to use like right now, or do you still have a window?
I think you can book it for like whatever time. I think it's still done the same way.
So I can't just walk up to Toy Story Mania and say, you know what, I want to ride this. I don't want to wait in line. Boom, Fast Pass, walk on.
No, wait, hold on a second.
If one's available, then yeah, I think you can do that.
I think Josh is talking about something we haven't got to yet. So Josh, hold that thought. The Lightning Lane individuals.
Right. So right now, Genie Plus for Walt Disney World, $15 per day per ticket, which can add up. I mean, that can get pretty expensive. And here's my personal thought about this, is that I don't mind that they changed it. I don't mind that they're going towards. I mean, I guess it does kind of bother me that they took 2 of the 3 fast pass selections away from us and we're going down to 1. But the thing that bothers me the most is that they put it behind a paywall. This is something that everybody used to get as being part of, just going to the park. Mm-hmm. If you were staying on property or off property, if you're staying on property, you got a couple extra perks. But like the evening extra magic hours, they put it behind a paywall. And for that, your paywall is you have to stay at a deluxe resort on Disney property. This is just an extra fee for something that people already had. And that's the thing that bothers me the most.
Basically what happened is they became like every other amusement park in the business. And that was the Disney difference, in my opinion, was that Disney offered it to everyone. And now, great, now we're just as good as Six Flags and Universal.
I always just felt like it was bound to happen no matter what.
I mean, the writing's on the wall. The writing was on the wall. Like, it was, Disneyland had been doing it. They just implemented something like this in Disneyland Paris. And, of course, it was going to come to, like, the biggest part of all their, or the biggest property of all their parks, right? It was, of course, it was going to come to Disney. But I feel, I don't know. I feel like when everything was complimentary, we got more. And now we're paying more for less.
Right.
Does anyone else feel like that?
Yeah, no. Like, because, well, my opinion moves us on to the next step. So is this a good time to say that? So
yeah, go for it.
Like, we're paying more for less, but then we get even less because behind this $15 per ticket per day paywall, you don't even get the highest tiered attractions.
So, all right. So before you go, when you say highest tier attractions, we're assuming we're talking about Rise of the Resistance. We're talking about what's the Mickey, the Runaway Railway. We're talking about probably Frozen Ever After.
Flight of Passage.
So that won't be part of Genie Plus at all unless you add the Lightning Lane, correct?
Right.
So if you want a fast pass for those specific rides, you have to pay an even additional upcharge for that.
Right, and that's what I meant by the less that we're getting is even less than the less. Because behind this paywall...
So it's a paywall behind a paywall.
Yeah. Oh, when you put it that way, that kind of hurt a little, Jordan. That pained me when you said that.
Well, I mean...
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, but just having it written out like that, no.
Right. So Disney hasn't come out and said what the top tier attractions are, but we can kind of speculate.
We have a rumored list, and I have it right here in front of me.
All right. What's our rumored list?
So again, emphasis on rumored lists, because right now this list is only showing, and it's called Lightning Lane for these. They're not even using the term Fast Pass anymore. It's all Lightning Lane, but like these, what do you call this? The extra cost Lightning Lane. So according to this rumored list, there's 2 per park. So at Magic Kingdom, it's Seven Dwarfs Mine Train and Space Mountain.
Space Mountain?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what else you would have at Magic Kingdom.
Yeah, I mean...
Oh, man.
Either that or Big Thunder Mountain, I would guess.
The Barnstormer.
Shut up, Josh. But that is included in the $15 paywall, the Barnstormer is. So you can still get one, Josh. It's fine. At Epcot, the upcharged Lightning Lane is Remy's Ratatouille Adventure and Test Track.
Of course. Test Track?
Yeah.
I thought for sure it would be Soarin'.
I thought for sure it'd be Soarin' too. Again, rumored list. It might still be Soarin'. But we'll see come October.
All right.
Hollywood Studios.
So what about all the times Test Track's broken? Then what do you do?
They'll probably give you a paper Fast Pass for that, or Fast Pass on your app for that. Because, like, okay, real quick, because that's what they do now. When I was there in March, in the time where they weren't doing fast passes at all, one time on our Flight of Passage ride, we got delayed. Like the ride broke down, but just the theater we were in, so we got moved to a different theater. And because of that, they scanned our magic bands and gave us fast passes for any ride we wanted, which was pretty great. So in a time of fast pass, we still got to use a fast pass. We used it on the Navi River journey. And anyway, so back to what we were talking about. Hollywood Studios, the Lightning Lane rides are Slinky Dog Dash and Rise of the Resistance.
Okay.
And okay, that kind of makes sense. And
now, go ahead, finish what you were going to say.
I was just going to read the Animal Kingdom one real quick.
Okay, go for it.
Flight of Passage and the Safari.
Yeah, I could see that.
So,
which is a bummer because like these are all things that I would book a standard fast pass for.
Yeah. But
with the exception of Rise of the Resistance, because you had to get the boarding pass, which tells me a couple things. One, that they're going to stop doing boarding passes.
Yeah.
And there's also rumor that it will be a virtual queue. Like you would virtually hold your place in line, and then you'd get a notification saying, "Hey, it's your turn to ride." So it's essentially nothing but fast passes for that ride.
Wait, Jillian said boarding passes will still be going on for Rise of the Resistance and Ratatouille.
So boarding passes will still be going on for that, but then so essentially the Lightning Lane / Fast Pass will be that additional upcharge. So do you still have to? I would assume not, since you're paying to play. You wouldn't have to get a boarding group.
I would assume, but and these are all things that, as far as I know, we don't know. But in my mind, the boarding passes for Rise of the Resistance, they would fill it to capacity each day. Mm-hmm. So just the way it sounds like to me, they're going to cut that in half or something.
Yeah, so it sounds like you're going to get less spaces in the boarding groups to accommodate the Lightning Lane purchases. And then on top of that, if you decide to purchase the Lightning Lane for Rise of the Resistance, does that void you from getting a boarding group? So like theoretically, if they didn't do that, you could ride it twice in one day.
Right.
For the paid ride and then your boarding group. Theoretically,
yeah, but
which is less people that are getting on the ride.
Oh. And a ride that is one of my all-time favorite rides, but the reliability is pretty low for a new ride.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, which goes back to, now I understand what Josh was saying about Test Track. Like, okay, back in the day, everything before this week, if you had a fast pass to Test Track and it broke down, okay, you're out that fast pass. They give you a new one for something else or something. But now
you mean when it broke down.
Right, when it broke down. But now you've paid for this fast pass specifically for this ride.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be a pain in the ass, especially for things like Test Track and Rise of the Resistance that break down a lot. And I guess Flight of Passage breaks down a lot too. But it has multiple theaters, so nobody notices that one as much. So that's going to be a pain in the ass. I'm just thinking of how I would react. Like if I paid for a fast pass for this ride and it broke down, I'd be a little upset. Mm-hmm. I would really like to know how they're going to, comp that. Jillian said if guest relations thought they had it bad before, oh boy. And she's not wrong.
Yeah. Oh man, listen, I'm not opposed to the idea of an additional upcharge for things if I feel like I'm going to get the most for my money. Right? Obviously, park hopping is an upcharge, and we all get the most for our money for park hopping.
Right.
But man, it bums me that everything that made the experience the way it was is now going behind a paywall.
Yeah, and Jillian over here put it very bluntly and painfully. She said, as of 2022, that's a hard one to say. Literally nothing comes with your vacation package besides the hotel room and tickets. Because now,
Wow.
and she's not wrong. Everything's an upcharge. They got rid of the Magical Express. Fast passes are an upcharge, like you said. Park hoppers are now an upcharge.
Well,
Also, book your
okay,
Disney trips with Jillian as you wish.
Yes, she's the best. What, Josh?
The Magical Express going away. That I just understand that as Disney's just not renewing their contract with Mirrors because Mirrors sucks.
But I mean, you might be right. I'm not sure, but it's still going away. And there was no.
There's definitely no replacement still.
I mean, not on Disney's side, but hey, you can still book through Mirrors. But it's going to cost you extra.
Yeah, you can still get a shitty Mirrors bus.
Look, if they just... I'll ride a shitty Mirrors bus and just pull up the welcome video on an iPad.
Or, just do what normal people do in Uber.
I rented a car.
Hey, aren't they still building light rail from the airport into Disney?
I feel like they've been doing that for like the last 30 years.
Well, no, there's actually light rail going in around Orlando. A lot of it.
Oh, well then I don't know.
So I'm on the Disney Parks blog, and I am looking at the announcement of Genie from last Wednesday, August 18th.
Uh-huh.
And I'm scrolling down. I'm doing what I shouldn't do, and I'm scrolling down to the comment section.
Oh no!
And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like the first 6 comments are just people going, "This is very disappointing." and then you get to one comment that's like, "Listen, I understand what they're trying to do." And then like the comment after that is like, "I actually kind of like this." But then it kind of goes back to hey, this is very disappointing. And I realize that this has been going on in Disneyland for quite some time now. So I know a lot of the Disneyland regulars are just kind of like, yeah, what, like, this is normal. Like, why are you all freaking out?
Yeah.
I'm freaking out because I haven't been to Disneyland.
You should go sometime. Of course, it costs more, so sorry about that. Jillian just gave me a little tip, and I'm going to check it out right now. Oof. And Jillian is not wrong. Uh-oh. She said, go to YouTube and on the announcement video and compare the likes to dislikes. So I found it just now while you were reading that.
Okay.
So this Genie service announcement video has 149,000 views, 1.4 thousand thumbs up, 15,000 thumbs down.
Damn.
Like, call it a hunch. I don't think anybody actually wants this.
I mean, I would agree with that hunch.
I mean, does it really matter what anyone wants, though?
No.
And I know, like, again, kind of bothersome because I just booked a trip 2 damn weeks ago.
Right. With
Jillian as you wish, as your travel agent.
The best travel agent.
And now I'm like, well, this is, luckily it's just me and Chelsea. So that's $30 a day, but we're going for 7 days and we have same day park tickets. So that's
$210.
What's that?
$210.
$210.
Definitely $210.
That's an extra $210 that I could have used elsewhere. That is now going to go to Genie Plus. And that's if I don't want to pay the extra Lightning Lane fee.
Right. That's your base price of costing extra.
Yeah.
And
so it's an extra $210, and it's fine. Like, listen, if it's already factored into the price of the trip, that's fine. But I know now that it's an additional add-on. Like, if they just said, hey, for this much, you get this, and then it will just lump it into your trip your trip package.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's a little bit more palatable.
Yeah. I had that same thought when they switched to resort fees. Like, don't tell me there's a resort fee. Just lump it in.
Just tell me the price went up.
Yeah. And then, like, behind the scenes, you tell each other that there's a resort fee, but I don't want to know because now I feel like I'm paying more for the exact same thing I got before there was a resort fee. Mm-hmm. And that's what you're talking about, is now you're paying more for the exact same thing where last year you went, it was complimentary. What the hell?
Mm-hmm.
It's ridiculous. And here's, I'm going to call out my own hypocrisy, and probably for most of us, because as much as we don't like it, I mean, I'm going to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I'm not going to do it happily, but I'm going to do it. But I'm going to complain about it when I do it. Mm-hmm. So, I just want...
I mean...
What, Josh?
Yeah, just... It doesn't matter. Like, literally, they can do what the fuck they want because they know people are going to come.
Right. And, damn it, they're right, because I'm still going to go. But again, I'm going to be happy about it.
Yeah, the problem is, it's just getting to the point where I can maybe afford a Disney trip like once every 5-6 years now.
Yeah. And here's the other thing. This is the silver lining that I hope happens, but I doubt it will. But I had to dig deep to find some positive in this. I go to other parks like the aforementioned Six Flags and Universal with their upcharged, fast lane passes, whatever each individual one calls it. And a lot of people don't pay the extra. And so the standbys move pretty fast. You still got the people going through the fast lanes. And
so this begs a question for a whole new topic that we definitely don't have the time to get into tonight. But is Disney starting to price out lower class people? Lower on like the socio capitalistic income class, like low income families that probably stay either off property or probably stay at value. And a lot of the families where Disney is a once in a lifetime trip, not something like we do and we go once every year, once every 2 years.
Right.
Like, is Disney starting to price out those families in lieu for the higher wage families that spend $12,000 on a week at the Contemporary or the Grand Flow?
I mean, I think you're right, because as you were saying that, I had a lot of answers. So I think we do need to put a pin in that question for a further topic.
Maybe we'll just expand that topic out to next week. Maybe we can get some people on next week's show and talk about this.
Jillian,
what are you doing next week?
No, hold on. Next week is a disaster hour.
Oh,
it's our 4th episode.
Oh shit!
2 weeks, Jillian. What are you doing in 2 weeks? Oh, you gonna join us here on Mickey Mutineers? Awesome. All right, mark your calendar, Jillian.
Up top,
hey,
Jillian.
Robbie will be home with me and joining us as well.
All right, well, tell him to be quiet. And just kidding. I'd like to.
Man,
come on, he listened to this just now and laughed. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, hey, Jillian actually said she's in. Well, she said yep.
Sweet.
So, sorry, Jillian, your yep means you're in. So 2 weeks. 2 weeks from tonight, you're in. We're gonna break down the socioeconomic barriers of a Walt Disney World vacation with someone who plans Walt Disney World vacations. So I think that works out really well, actually. Mm-hmm. So I think this is as good a time as any to stop this, right?
Yeah.
So
I mean, I feel like unless anyone has any insight on Genie Plus or Lightning Lane that we haven't specified.
Yeah, the Genie Plus is the garage door opener that connects to your phone. So you can close your garage for wherever you are and open it too.
All right, tune in next week for a Mutineer Disaster Hour.
On the 5th day of Fükkmas, my true love gave to me 5 Genie Pluses.
Hey, if you've enjoyed us, I'm Jake. That's Josh. That's Jordan, and we are the Mickey Mutineers. If you've not enjoyed us, I'm Mike. That's Dave. And we are Radio Harambe.
Oh God, I've reached a new low.